Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. Happening right now in Washington, U.S. Senate clerks are in the process of reading aloud the more than 600-page COVID relief bill, a measure requested by Wisconsin Republican Ron Johnson. Earlier today, the Senate voted 51-50 strictly along party lines to begin debate on the roughly $1.9 trillion proposal. The bill could still be amended, but as is, it includes $1,400 per person direct checks for most Americans, a $400 per week boost to unemployment benefits through August 19th, an increase to the child tax credit from $2,000 per child to $3,000 up to $3,600 depending on their age. It increases funding for the Small Business Emergency Injury Disaster Loan Program and provides hundreds of billions of dollars to help states, cities, and schools offset the increased cost of the pandemic. Now, a vote could come as soon as tomorrow, more likely over the weekend. Well, the number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has been coming down for a couple months now. The number of weekly deaths is now also dropping to its lowest level since August. Today, the State Department of Health Services reported 12 new deaths statewide. That brings the rolling 7-day average down to 11. DHS also reports 677 new confirmed cases statewide, brings the rolling 7-day average down to 522. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, DHS reports 15 people are now in the hospital with COVID-19. They say just 4 of those are in the ICU. As far as the vaccine rollout goes, DHS reports just shy of 1 million people in Wisconsin, or almost 17% of the state, have now received at least one dose of vaccine. Menominee County has the highest vaccination rate in the state at 30%. Taylor County has the lowest at just over 10%. Officials at UW Health say throughout the pandemic, Black and Latinx communities have been among the most prone to both get and die from COVID-19. But they've also been the demographics who have been vaccinated the least so far. UW Health officials say minorities in Wisconsin have a larger percentage of their population under age 65 and have a larger percentage working in places like the meatpacking industry that put them at higher risk. So they say finding a way to get them vaccinated is critical.
Creating better access to vaccine needs to be really a priority. It just has to be a priority so that we can, in my opinion, at least right some wrong that has happened over the past year.
UW Health says they've created a program called the Vaccine Patient Educator to help Black, Latinx, and Hmong communities get access to the vaccine and try to build a sense of trust in it as well.
Individuals that are from those communities that are going to be directly one-on-one reaching out to our primary care home patients in those populations, providing one-on-one education.
The group will also help individuals navigate how to get the vaccine and make appointments. Outside, Jeff, our fairly mild week continues.
Yeah, temperatures topped out near 40 again today. We'll do it tomorrow and for Saturday before we get in the mid, even upper 40s on Sunday. But today, highs near 40 in Tomahawk and Eagle River, over to Wapaka as well. We'll have lows tonight down once again in the teens. Currently at 22 in Rhinelander, 18 Leota, 28 for Mosinee. Again, it'll be a cool night because there's lots of clear skies out there right now, and the wind has gone calm across the area. In fact, tomorrow, little wind, if any, all day long tomorrow. But the cloud cover out there now is to our north. There's a little something right here across Lake Superior. That could bring a little bit of cloud cover tonight, but that's it. We're looking in pretty good shape this evening into tomorrow. And overall, the big picture shows a storm to our north, a storm to our south. We are in a quiet spot in the middle where we will stay into the weekend and beyond. Your forecast tonight then is partly cloudy skies, low temperatures down near 10. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. A Rhinelander man was arrested today and faces multiple charges, including repeated first-degree sexual assault of a child. According to the United County Sheriff's Office, 21-year-old Malachi Hills also faces charges of exposing genitals to a child, as well as first-degree sexual assault of a child under 13. No word yet on when he will appear in court on those charges. Today we have an update on the former Rhinelander hospital nurse charged with filming a patient naked without permission. This week, police also charged 31-year-old Evan Sheedy of Three Lakes with 2 counts of possession of child pornography. Today, Sheedy, seen there, appeared in Oneida County Court virtually, where cash bond was set at $1,000. Sheedy's preliminary hearing is set for March 17th at 11 a.m. Marshfield City Council voted early this morning to approve a resignation and separation agreement for Police Chief Rick Gramza. It's effective immediately. Gramza is charged with 4th-degree sexual assault and disorderly conduct. He is accused of sexually assaulting a department employee on several occasions from 2014 through this past summer. The city administrator says in a news release he has asked the Police and Fire Commission to drop the criminal charges so the city can just move forward. In Madison, the budget battle continues between Governor Tony Evers and the legislature. The Wisconsin Counties Association recently hosted an exchange with legislative leaders to see where they fall on certain budget issues. Republicans in the Assembly say they plan to essentially throw out the governor's budget proposal and start from scratch. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says Evers' plan does not align with what they feel is best for the state.
We're going to throw out his entire budget like we have done before. We'll start from scratch. We will end up building a budget that focuses on our priorities and the ones of the state of Wisconsin.
Democrats more enthusiastic about the governor's plan, which includes many measures they like. One area of possible compromise, broadband expansion. However, Democrats say there are some policy restrictions that are a barrier.
Consider why they won't go and how we can correct those, find other providers that, and the other thing is I think we have to look at policy in general when it comes to broadband.
The budgeting process in Wisconsin takes place every 2 years. Evers' plan includes, among other things, tax increases on the wealthy, marijuana legalization, and a massive investment in education in infrastructure. The budget is unlikely, though, to make it, as we mentioned, to the Republican-controlled Assembly or Senate, though Evers has veto powers over whatever they came up with. A Lac du Flambeau man is getting national recognition for both his craft and his work with his tribe. We'll give you an up-close look at his work in just a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching News Watch 12. We're proud to serve Star Lake and folks all across the North Woods of Wisconsin.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and ApplianceMart.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1. Carefully knead dough. Step 2. Artfully spread sauce. Step 3. Add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4. Realize we already did all that for you. So all you have to do is bake it. Right now, get the Cheeseburger Pizza with ground beef, burger sauce, onions, and pickles for just $12. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Tune in as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller brings you the most up-to-the-minute weather data weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. WJFW utilizes industry-leading technology to provide you with an accurate Northwoods weather forecast.
All right, temperatures are on the move again, up near 40 today. The average high is 32. All of us did better than that today. All right, lots of sunshine in there as well, but then the clear skies all day long. Today was Can You Find a Cloud Day, because there weren't any across the area earlier, but there's a couple out there right now across northern Wisconsin as we speak. All right, temperature-wise, we're hanging out near 22 in Rhinelander with a west breeze at 3, making it feel like 22 as well. Over in Wausau, 28 for you, a northwest breeze at 5, making it feel like 23. So all in all, we're still very comfortable across the area right now, and we're still building a bit of heat across the Midwest right now. Kansas City, you're at 55 at this hour. They were in the 70s today. Now, no 70s for you, at least not yet, but we do have 50s in the forecast. They're not too far away, getting in here late, probably Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday of next week. But for right now, across the area, temperatures hanging out in the upper 20s to even a few low 20s in here. So just like last night, lows back in the teens. So whatever is refreezing out there now will be slippery in spots tomorrow morning. The average high is still 32. The average low is 12. Record low 25 below back in 2019, not too far away. And then sunset there at 5:49 in the afternoon. And here's our snowfall again. We're sitting at 49.9 inches right now for the season. Will we get some more? Well, it typically snows in the month of March. We'll see. There's still some forecast models, the long-range ones, that do bring a bit of snow in here later on next week. Okay, so here's the trend though for us. You can't get snow with this, right? Tomorrow, 40 on Saturday, 45 Sunday. Those are 50s holding in the forecast Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday, even mid-50s on Tuesday afternoon. All right, so we are doing this right now. The average first date, we see our first 40-degree temperature in Rhinelander is 323. The first 50 on 4/9, the first 60, 4/28, and there's the first 70 back on 5/31. So we got a ways to go, but it does begin to happen pretty quickly around here as we are gaining daylight, a lot of daylight every single day. All right, so outside now, we have lots of clear skies earlier, but there are a couple things going on here. There's a little disturbance up in here right now, Lake Superior, that is increasing the cloud cover across far northern Wisconsin currently. It's going to be tough to get any kind of flurries out of it, but a couple of you along the UP border could see a flurry tonight. Other than that, though, we're going to stay dry as our storm track as well to our north. You can see it here, right? Coming Pacific Ocean, doing something like this. That's the northern branch. Down here, southern branch, doing something like this. That's missing us, so we're in a quiet spot in between, which keeps us dry for now, and high pressure is built in. Air around high pressure goes clockwise, so like that. That will turn our winds out of the southeast tomorrow, and that is generally a warming wind for us. So expect warmer temperatures tomorrow and Friday. And as long as the jet stream is doing this, a split flow, right? So a branch to the north, a branch to the south. We're in the between, a quiet area to be. If you like precipitation, you're in trouble. There's nothing in the forecast probably until Tuesday or Wednesday. Our forecast tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, lows down near 10. Again, a couple of you could see a flurry tonight with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, it's Friday, mostly sunny, highs near 40 once again, north breeze around 5, a very comfortable day. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows the weekend looks fantastic. 45 and sunny on Sunday, Monday 52 and sunny. There's that chance for rain in the forecast late Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. A canoe builder from Lac du Flambeau is getting some national recognition for his work with the tribe, specifically building birch bark canoes. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson gives us a look at his creations and how he got into the craft.
Wayne Vallier was handed the torch of canoe building when he was very young.
As far back as I can remember, I've been doing cultural things, and I got exposed to canoe building when I was in 7th grade.
His Ojibwe elders exposed him, and from his first glance on, he was hooked. By 16 years old, Vallier built his first canoe from start to finish.
I was just mesmerized by the craft, the smells and the sounds and the textures of the different materials and the different natural environments that canoe building took me into, and the places, the things that I learned there.
Seeing that his ancestors wanted to keep culture alive, Vallier only found it appropriate to do the same. Vallier would soon get the perfect opportunity to do so. About 7 years ago, Lawrence Mann left his job at a casino in Milwaukee. He decided to come back home to Lac du Flambeau.
I moved back to the reservation 7 years ago. 7-8 years ago, and I was kind of lost a little bit from my culture, and I wanted to reconnect to my culture.
Mann soon met Vallier, who took Mann under his wing.
He told me, I'm going to make a canoe builder out of you. I was kind of iffy because the canoe was so huge in his garage, and it was an 18-foot canoe, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, all right, I think I could do this, but I'm not sure. I'll give it a shot. And 8 canoes later, we're building canoes. Got it down.
Valier only hopes that he can hand his torch to man who will keep the fire alive for generations to come.
Everything that I've learned, I've made a promise to him that I'll pass that on to the next generation. And me being a culture teacher gives me the opportunity to pass on the knowledge that I learned from Wayne Valier onto the next generation.
Now, Valier and man work side by side teaching at the Lac du Flambeau School District, the perfect spot for them to carry on the beloved cultural traditions. Now that Valier has mastered the craft and man is right behind him, Valier is being recognized nationally for his work. Thursday night, Valier is receiving an award by the National Endowment for the Arts virtually, which he is humbled by.
I share this award with all of my people because canoe building knowledge does not belong to me. It belongs to the Anishinaabe.
Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Several high school athletes earned all-state honors this week, while one school still has dreams of a state championship. Nate's in with details in sports after the break.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
A blend of elegance and rustic log cabin, the Whitetail Inn of St. Germain specializes in fun Northwoods dining. We are a popular dining spot for residents and visitors. Open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then, evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then, make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. Choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Escape with 0% financing for 66 months. Plus $3,500 cash back. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Here's your Newswatch 12 Snowmobile Trail Report, brought to you by your local Northern Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula Ski-Doo dealers.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Coming up on your Friday, we'll meet our furry friend of the week from the Oneida County Humane Society.
And a very nice forecast in store, Peter, with temperatures making into the 50s by next week. More when you tune in on your Friday edition of the show.
Sports Watch 12 starts now.
The girls' basketball season came to a close last week, but we're still celebrating the accomplishments of some local superstars. And one of those bright spots is Lakeland Union's Juliana Ouimet. For the second year in a row, she was named to the Coaches Association All-State Honorable Mention Team, a huge award for a sophomore. And this past season, Ouimet led the T-Birds in scoring, rebounds, assists, and steals per game. She also finished second in the entire state for points and steals, and everybody who saw her play shouldn't be surprised with this announcement, but Juliana was caught off guard.
It was announced over the loudspeaker, and then I didn't hear it because I don't know where I was during the announcements, but then my teacher started congratulating me throughout the day. Then they told me what it was on, so I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, just casually learning you made All-State. No big deal, right? Even though she's only a sophomore, getting this recognition is helping her get more comfortable on the court.
It's really cool. And like I said before, it's really confidence boosting to know that I can play with all all these girls across the state, like I'm up there with them. And so it's just it's really cool and like really confidence boosting.
Next year, Juliana will be joined by her sister, and I have a feeling we'll see a lot of highlights from those two. Jumping over to boys high school basketball, the D5 state tournament tipped off on Thursday morning in La Crosse, but the action is just getting started. The Edgar Wildcats will hit the floor tomorrow for the Division IV tournament, and this team has been nothing short of dominant. 23 wins on the season, and they haven't lost since late December. This is the first time Edgar has made the big dance since 1997. That's the year I was born, just for some context. And that 97 squad brought home the school's only state championship, and if they're going to bring home another gold ball, they'll have to rely on their smothering defense.
So we said that the first day that our defense will take us where we want to go. The kids, I think, have totally bought into the concept of playing defense and as a team, and I think it certainly starts with our defense.
Edgar will play Lourdes Academy out of Oshkosh tomorrow afternoon, and we'll bring you full coverage of that game. While the high school kids battle for a state title, the NBA stars will be battling just for fun. The NBA All-Star Game is on Sunday night. Giannis will take part as a member of Team LeBron, but before the fun can begin, they had one more game to play. Bucks in Memphis to take on the Grizzlies. Let's just go straight to the fourth quarter because this game was wild. It's Pat Connaughton with the open look. He hits the three to give Milwaukee the lead, but on the other end of the floor, Ja Morant gets to the paint, and he gets a tough finish down low. They're up by one, but here comes Drew Holiday. A little shake and bake, pulls up and buries the dagger. Bucks get the tough win on the road, 112-111. So David Stearns was a busy man over the last 24 hours, not only keeping the Brewers running properly in Arizona, he made a nice splash in free agency too. Milwaukee signed outfielder Jackie Bradley Jr. early on Thursday morning. Bradley inked a deal for 2 years worth $24 million with an opt-out possibility. JBJ spent all 8 years of his career in Boston, where he was a member of 2 World Championship teams. He also won a Gold Glove back in 2018. The Brewer outfield now boasts 2 Gold Glove winners with Bradley and Lorenzo Cain, plus former MVP Christian Yelich. It's a decent amount of hardware among that group. And Bradley will get a warm welcome in his new home. Today, the Brewers announced that fans will be allowed to open the regular season. The team got the green light from the city to host 25% capacity at American Family Field. There's no word on what the exact number of tickets that will be available, but certainly a step in the right direction of full stadiums. Let's knock on wood it stays that way. Speaking of the Brewers, in action against Cleveland on Thursday afternoon, and they fell behind the 8 ball early. Yu Chang with a 2-run shot puts Cleveland ahead in the second inning. Later on, just one batter later, in fact, Mike Freeman joins the home run fest. This one a solo bomb, and Cleveland's up by 3. Let's go to the fourth inning, and it's Yu again. Yu Chang with his second home run of the day. Cleveland rolls in this one. 5-1's the final. That's all for sports. Justin?
All right, thanks, Nate. Well, many folks are getting into baseball. Many folks are also still enjoying winter sports this time of year. One Minnesota man, though, takes it to a whole nother level. We'll show you how after the break.
Menards makes updating your shower as easy as 1, 2, 3 with CW Select Doors and Hardware. It's the elegant and durable way to customize your bathroom. All CW Select shower products are 11% off. Finish your bathroom project with a Delta shower faucet. Delta shower faucets are expertly manufactured and have a selection of finishes to complement your new look. Get 11% off all Delta faucets right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The following was performed by everyday writers like you. Please try it home. Matt's a straight ripper.
I heard the turbo and I was just giggling under my helmet.
Look at that.
I look like a pro. Woohoo!
Dude, I love that
thing. See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
Is your basement broken? Is your crawl space a disaster? Is the concrete around your house sinking or uneven? If the answer is yes, call SureDry. Serving all of Northeast and Central Wisconsin, we offer permanent professional solutions to these kinds of problems. More than 25,000 satisfied customers since 1994. We've probably fixed your neighbor's basement, crawl space, or concrete, and we'd love to fix yours too. Call SureDry today.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Step 1. Build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. Choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Escape with 0% financing for 66 months. Plus $3,500 cash back. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
While many winter activities are starting to wind down early this year for many of us, they are still going strong in the backyard of one man in Hastings, Minnesota. John Lauritsen gives us a look.
Get up here. Don't waste the time.
A morning spent at the Swanstrom residence is a morning full of twists and turns.
Oh, it's a ton of fun. It's faster and there's sharp turns, and so it's more difficult to stay on.
Look where you're going.
Kids who are used to downhill sledding are now learning to have old-school fun with a fast-paced twist. And it's all thanks to former science teacher Paul Swanstrom.
I made these things before we even knew about the luge.
In the early 70s, Paul decided to create a sort of snow slide for his son. What he maybe thought was a one-time deal has turned into decades of perfecting the luge.
Mostly it's trial and error. It takes me at least about 40 hours before I can go down it the first time even.
He needs Mother Nature and Old Man Winter to bring him just the right amount of snow and just the right temperatures.
The way you form some of this anyway is with your boots, with your feet. You just take your foot and kind of go like that.
Over several days, he'll gather snow from his street and driveway and stack it up from his front yard to backyard, 200 feet to be exact. There are 4 different banks, some as high as 4 feet. Paul uses his own handmade tools to keep the runway clear.
I can take and get it all out pretty quick.
Then he'll water it all down for those who have a need for speed.
And I'm going to go between 85 and 90 miles an hour, you said? No, maybe 15 to 20. Okay, that's good enough. Woo!
Oh, man. Always the teacher, Paul even takes time to educate on form and technique.
What's going to happen? You're going to go...
Right in town in Hastings, it's nice to have somebody that'll do that and just invite anybody around to come enjoy it, and especially for free.
Oh, you got to get your feet flat on the bottom.
Paul takes it a day at a time and a winter at a time. This year, because of COVID, he wanted to give people something fun to do. And as long as they avoid the tree at the end, it's mission accomplished.
What do you hope people get out of this? Fun. Fun and memories. This is where I get the fun right now.
It does look like fun. Paul estimates he's built 25 to 30 luges over the years. The riders do have to sign a waiver and wear a mask before hopping on. We'll be right back.
Your News Watch 12 Ski and Board Report starts now. Brought to you by SureDry Basement Systems.
This life is over, I'll fly away.
Alan Jackson has become a part of America's musical landscape and a country music icon over his 25-year music career.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee.
he delivers a powerful performance featuring songs from his very personal release entitled Precious Memories.
I love to tell the story. 'Twill be my fame and glory. Are you washed in the blood?
Filmed live at the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, this unique DVD captures powerful gospel performances and intimate interviews with Alan, his mother, and his wife as he reflects on his musical journey.
This is my story. This is my song.
If you call now to order this inspirational video, you'll also receive, as a very special bonus, a 2-CD collection featuring 28 classic gospel favorites.
Love lifted me. Love lifted me. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He lives, he lives, Christ Jesus lives today.
This DVD keepsake is a priceless addition to any music collection, and it can be yours along with this bonus 2-CD collection for the special low price of $29.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen.
When we all get to heaven, what a...
Hi, I'm Justin with Miracle of Wausau. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news or entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Temperatures are hanging out near 20 right now. We'll have lows tonight down near 10 or so. There are a couple of clouds out there now. There's a little system right across Lake Superior as we speak. You might see a flurry, most likely not. We're likely to stay dry into Tuesday or even Wednesday of next week. Here's your 7-day forecast. Lots of 40s on here, and those are 50s on Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday with rain on Tuesday afternoon.
Can't have everything, but that's pretty warm. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night.